WEGHORST to Manchester United agreement reached between United and Besiktas, because between United and a side called Burnley, it was all done and dusted, agreed, but this time around it was supposed to be in between Besiktas to get this deal done and dusted, and obviously that is where we are right now, and we are capitalizing onto that. Fabrizio Romano confirmed with us that a deal is really happening between United and WEGHORST. So let's wait and see what is going to result from that. Then the other story that we're talking about concerns a player called Diogo Dalot. He has really limped off the field of play as we played a team called Charlton. So that is another Diogo Dalot injury blow. And lastly, Ten Hag has hinted about the confidence that is really driving him to see to it that he really takes United to the lost glory. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell, because we are left with just 70 subscribers to hit 10,000 subscribers. And I know by tomorrow we will be having hitted that number. Not so. So before Fabrizio came in through to really give us the last confirmation, it was the Athletic that came in front and told us that discussions are progressing to a positive conclusion over a settlement deal that would see WEGHORST spend the second half of the campaign on loan at Manchester United. That was the Athletic, and you know how credible the Athletic is. Then later came in a man known as Chris Wilder. He's a football writer for the Daily Mail, that United are close to agreeing a £2.5 million compensation with Besiktas to sign WEGHORST on loan for the rest of the season. And that is United for you, trying to go ahead and redo the needful and bring in a player known as WEGHORST as another centre forward. And to me, he's really going to be the only signing that we're going to make, because we have no money. The only signing we're supposed to make are supposed to come in on loan, as confirmed to us by the board of United, because this team is really having no money. We are having financial constrictions. We can't spend as we're supposed to be spending, because we don't have the money to go ahead and really get that job done and dusted. So that's what is happening from a side called Manchester United, but we are closing in a deal of WEGHORST. That was Chris Wilder. And then the man himself came out and really put out that literally long-awaited tweet, but here we go, is that one that we are really waiting for eagerly, from Fabrizio Romano. I was going to let us know that United have reached a verbal agreement, have reached full verbal agreement to sign WEGHORST. Understand deal will cost around €3 million, that is £2.5 billion to Besiktas. WEGHORST will join on loan from Burnley. Final step needed. Besiktas will only approve the deal if they find their right replacement, that is Abubakar. And United have really reached a verbal agreement with Besiktas. That is something great. Now they just have to go ahead and really act like an elite club that knows how transfers are done. Get in his replacement, and when you get in his replacement, you agree everything, then you let the player go. Because the moment you let the player go without getting his replacement, you'll be charged a lot of money from the replacement. So they are looking at Vincent Abubakar. You know, he plays for Cameroon. He has been playing for Al Nassr. When Ronaldo came in through, they had to really terminate his contract and obviously let him live away in peace. And obviously Abubakar is really coming in at Besiktas. And if I told you here that Besiktas have gone ahead to agree a deal with Vincent Abubakar, that will be a total indicator that United would have gotten themselves WEGHORST 100%. So that's what is happening for a deal of a player called WEGHORST to Manchester United. Verbal agreement has been reached, confirmed to us by Fabrizio Romano, and all you're waiting for is something simple: Besiktas agreeing a deal with Vincent Abubakar. And when the deal is really reached and agreed, we will see United coming in through and really getting in their man known as WEGHORST, that Ten Hag has been really chasing on for a very, very long time. And another confirmation that this is the only hinge, or this is the only factor hindering this transfer to come to happening, has been told to us by Aspa, coming in from Turkey, that Besiktas are set to sign Vincent Abubakar. They've offered him an official contract. This will allow WEGHORST's loan to be terminated in order to make his move to Manchester United go ahead. So looks like by tomorrow morning, everything is going to be done and dusted. And I expect a here we go coming in from Fabrizio Romano as far as this is concerned, because you can't see yourself not coming to United if at all you are WEGHORST. That's why he was even willing to go ahead and really pay out his contract to be terminated at Besiktas, because this comes once in a lifetime. That's it. And he has everything to do to prove himself that when he comes at Manchester United, puts in those goals at the back of the net, I believe they are going to keep him at Old Trafford, because Ten Hag has always told us that he wants 3 strikers. Now, Martial, if you have WEGHORST, meaning that in the summer, if you go in for Osimhen, Harry Kane, or any other, it will act like a charm for United for a signing of a player called WEGHORST. So I believe WEGHORST knows that if I perform well at Manchester United, they'll get 10 million euros, pay them to Burnley, and really get me to that team. He really wants to stay here, and what will keep him here is the way he's going to come out and score those goals and really convince Ten Hag that, please, I'm your fellow Dutch. I came in through. I gave you trophies. I gave you goals. Why do you sell me? Keep me here, because it looks like I'm a perfect fit into your team. And obviously, that is the only reason that will keep him at the side of Manchester United, despite him being 30 years of age. That can't really stop us really having a player of 30, because Casemiro is 30, but him being 30 has not really stopped him from being one of the best players in the Premier League, because he has not played here, but looks like he has been playing the Premier League for so long, according to what the stats are really showing us for the man known as Casemiro and Manchester United. So to me, age doesn't matter, but what are you using your age for is the main reason as to why I'm here backing this day to come in through, because he's the only person who can get in through. Our financial situation is really alarming, and we can't do anything further than this. So after that, we've gotten a very bad story for me. I was watching this game of football around the 38th minute. This happened. Diogo Dalot found himself down. We are playing City over the weekend. And I really felt, what is the cause? What was the reason of Ten Hag really getting this player onto this field of play? That is always my question, because I believe, however much he did more minutes in his legs, but he played some 90 minutes when we are playing Everton. You get? So, having a hamstring and returning from injury, you expected a player to be rested and then bring in Aaron Wan-Bissaka to play at least like 60, and then bring on Dalot to play some 30, and obviously warm up his legs to prepare for the City game. But seeing him down there has really sent me into total agony. We are left with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's not terrible in the defense area, but his offensive game is really lacking. And in the game like Man City, you need to go all out with your best weapons. That's why Ten Hag has rested De Gea, Luke Shaw, Rafael Varane, Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno Fernandes. For Bruno, he was not supposed to play this game of football, because he really had an injury. He really had a suspension. He got 2 yellow cards in the previous 2 games he played, so he couldn't make it here. He has rested Rashford and Antoine Martial. Almost 8 starting players have been rested by the manager of Manchester United, because he knows that he has to go ahead and really put up a very good result, or a very good starting 11 against City to win him that game. Remember, when we beat City, we'll be just 1 point behind them. So it shows you how important that game of football is. And Dalot would have been an addition of the offensive side of United as we play a side called City. But we can't wait to see what the scan is going to tell us, whether he will make it in these days that are really remaining to go ahead and play City, because today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 days left. Will he be fit to play City? That's almost the big question that you need to see yourself really getting an answer to from the physios of Manchester United. as we really look on to go ahead and really prepare for the City game. So United has really gotten another injury. Remember that when you are playing a team called Bournemouth, Donny van Beek got an injury. That's it. So you wouldn't have seen Kobe Mainoo starting the game of Charlton if at all Donny van Beek was here, but he got an injury, and that really puts us that puts us off to another level. But let's pray to it that the injury is not serious for Diogo Dalot, and let's wait and see whether the guy is really going to make it the game of City. But would like a fully fit pass player to come in through and play for Manchester United. Lastly, Erik ten Hag was speaking to Manchester United TV, and he has told us that he told them that he has confidence in himself, that you can't succeed without confidence. I believe I have enough skills and experience to take a team forward, no matter what their level. I can take them to their best level. That's what Ten Hag is really trying to go all out and really tell us about a side called Manchester United. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. Smash the like button, comment and share. What are your thoughts about that last statement that Ten Hag has gone ahead to issue, that you can't win without confidence? And the second last line really took me to the sky, that he believes he has enough skills and experience to take the United team no matter what their level. So, you know, when you're like Erik ten Hag, you are a manager of Ajax operating on a limited budget of like 50 million euros per season. You get? What does that mean? It means you have to come on and really be so much expectant because of the triumph you reached at Ajax, operating on a 50 million budget per season. Now you're operating on a budget of like 200 million pounds. You get? That is like 250 million euros, almost times 5. And you managed to reach the semi-finals of the Champions League when you're at Ajax at that budget. And most of the players that were really determinant in your team were being groomed by you from the academy. Matthias de Ligt, Frenkie de Jong, Donny van de Beek. And his expensive signing then was Dusan Tadic from Southampton. So the reason as to why he's saying that he believes he has enough skills and experience, he's at the team that is going to get him players that he wants, and he knows how to improve players. He has a very good scouting team and a scouting network that will see these players come on and really get United to the levels that they can go ahead and see themselves play better and better. So that's what Ten Hag is really telling us. United is really in the right hands, and I believe we are in the right hands of Erik ten Hag. He's taking us better. We are going to go to that level that we've never even gone before. I believe this manager is here to stay. Nothing is going to see him really non-succeeding, because even in his first season, when things started off badly against Brighton, 2-1 loss, 4-0 loss against Brentford, he has gone ahead to turn around our season to only losing 3 games against City, Real Sociedad, and Aston Villa. The rest of the games has gone ahead to win it, and today he's winning his 8th game in the row. It shows you he is really on fire. Ever since we returned from the World Cup, we've won against Charlton, we've won against Everton, we've won against Bournemouth, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Nottingham Forest, Burnley, and remember, before we went to the World Cup break, we had won against West Ham and we had won against Fulham and Aston Villa. Those are 8 straight wins, and we've kept very many clean sheets. I think the only game we've conceded a goal is the game of Fulham and the game of Everton. Only those. It shows you how much he's taking us to the levels that we are supposed to be. And he says, I can take them to their best level. Because if you bring in players that are really talented with a manager who knows how to manage players very well like Erik ten Hag, no reason you can't take them to the next level. Thank you guys for watching in through. Smash the like button, comment and share your reactions to WEGHORST United agreement reached. A welcome in the comment section below. Rock and David remains my name. Let's catch you latest when this game of football is done to get you what the match reaction is all about. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Bye bye and good night. To all those that are really going to sleep, to all those that are still awake, in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to be here doing a live stream for the final result of United versus Charlton. But right now, the game is 1-0. The manager has brought on Casemiro and Eriksson to play in the last 29 minutes. To see to it that he reinforces the midfield and really create chances. To see to it that United really takes this home. I'm out.